Hey guys, welcome back.
Yes.
I just want to say that I had a really good day today. I went on set and I filmed today and I'm going to film again tomorrow, and it was a short film that I booked with something that my agent sent me. I read for a different role or my manager. I don't have an agent anymore. RIP. He's no longer an agent and I loved him to death. Followed him everywhere. Anyway,
You followed him everywhere?
I followed him from the different
Right,
agencies he
right.
bopped around to. I'm not a
Yes.
fucking stalker. There.
I'm aware. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really proud of you. I think you have manifested your year thus far, and I think it's only going to continue.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that
What?
I don't know. I think every time I step onto a set, which has been like, so I just want to clarify, because this is for all the people out there. Like, I'm really honest on this podcast, and for all those people who are also trying to make it and who are on the grind, or if I make it in the future and you're looking back at this and you're like, what was her IMDb credit at this age? Like, how did she actually get to the top? How did she make it like that? Okay. This is the first thing that I've actually booked from my manager after over 3 years of being with her and auditioning with her. This is the first thing, and it's a short film, and it's a non-speaking role. Now, I am not saying that I'm not thrilled for this, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I'm super stoked to be in it. But what I'm saying that for is so that you know that it took me 3 years of auditioning to get that, and I'm really proud of myself for getting that. All the other opportunities I've had, I've kind of gotten myself. So I think that it's just important to note that, because I want you to know how long it took me and how I'm still currently working a full-time job and figuring it out.
Yes.
And, you know, I am really trying to manifest this year. Like, I made a vision board. Aaron and I have been talking about what our plans are. Aaron quit his job. So I think that that's been major for us, honestly.
Official.
Yes.
I'm out.
He's out.
I said this will be the last time you see me employed. Now, unemployed.
Yes.
So there it is.
But yeah, I mean, look, the truth is like, there is nothing that I love more than the feeling of being on set.
So what is it for you now that you've been on it recently? Like, what is the feeling you get? Why? What is it? Not that I'm discounting it whatsoever, but just explain to me that feeling for you for a sec.
It's just the purest, happiest feeling that I've ever had in my life. It's like you're just playing pretend, you're hanging out, you're doing what you love. Like, I think because I get so few opportunities to do what I love, when I do get that chance, I'm just like really in it and really in awe and really grateful and really happy. I'm just really freaking happy.
That makes sense.
I think that I am my best version of myself when I am doing what I love. And I don't know, like, it's just so easy. Like, it's like I worked from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is that's a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? That would be the same amount that I would do going to work.
Right.
And the time just flew by. Like, I don't even feel tired.
Right.
I feel super happy. I feel like I could do another 8 hours right now. Like, and look, like, I'm not saying that would happen forever. Like, obviously this is a novelty because I don't book very often, but
it just shows us what you love to do, because you do it and you just want more.
Yes.
You have the hankering, you have the hunger.
Yes. And it's like,
and guess what? That means that's...
And it's not even like the hunger. It's like just pure joy. Like, it's so wonderful when you get to play pretend and act and do what you love. And it's just pure wonder. And I go onto a set and I don't know, I can't help but think like this is so attainable for both of us. Like, when I am on a set, like, I never feel out of place. I never feel like I'm not qualified to be here.
Yeah.
And granted, I haven't been on like a major budget set before, so I don't know how I would feel in that situation.
Well, I mean, I think the thing is, everyone has imposter syndrome, and even to a certain degree when they are chosen. But I think in this environment, when you're chosen, you've already cleared the hurdles.
And I think it's like I'm so used to not being chosen for just so often. Like, honestly, at this point, rejection phases me when I get close to something or when I feel like, oh, that could have been an opportunity. But most of the time, I'm getting rejected so often that I don't even see it as a rejection because it's just
Right.
like it happens frequently all the time. Like, you know, when I see my friends who are not in acting applying for jobs and they're kind of talking about like how they really can't keep applying because they just can't handle the rejection, they take it really personally. And to me, like, I was able to get a job pretty quickly, even in this current economy or job market,
Yeah.
because the amount of rejection letters I was getting just did not faze me. Like, I was like, well, I've been rejected from something I genuinely love for so long. Like, what happens if I get rejected from things that I don't want to do? You know what I mean? Like, who fucking cares? Now, it hurts. I will say what hurts less than the rejection is just not being able to do what I love. Like, I came home and knowing that I'm going back to work or knowing that I'm
Right.
not able to just sustain myself off of acting, that hurts. Like, it does
Yeah.
hurt, and it hurts a little more because I feel close and because I feel like
Yeah.
it's so attainable.
Yes.
Like, it just feels like something that we could easily do, you know?
I agree.
I
Like
don't
I
know.
agree with you completely.
And
100%.
I think also the thing is just always like, where is the money coming from? How do you sustain yourself as an artist? Blah, blah, blah. And I do think it's going to come to a point where, you know, I think that you starting your AI company and like us sustaining ourselves that way, like,
Right.
I do think that is kind of the only way you can do it if you want to just be able to
Just enjoy.
fund your projects and make things,
Yeah.
because
Has to come from somewhere else.
yeah, I mean, maybe it's different as an actor. Like, if you get lucky and you
Actor,
book
it's different. Sure.
something. And you know, like, people literally asking me on set, like, oh, like, what do you do this a lot? Like, do you do these films? And like, usually my old Sophia self would be like, oh, you know, like, this is like my second or third film, and like, I just kind of work a day job. And
Right.
No.
What
Not
did you
today.
say? What did you say?
I said, yeah,
Tell
I
me, girl.
usually do a lot of narrative work. Like, this is kind of
Nice.
my thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, that's so cool. Like, didn't even fucking question it. Like, me acting like I don't have like a day job to pay my life. Now, usually I wouldn't do that because I'm like, oh, it's lying, like, blah, blah, blah. But low key, like, I'm hella trained and I've been auditioning for 3 years and
It's
I
not
deserve to
lying.
claim it.
You also were in a feature film, and that's gonna come out, and you're in a short film, and we do our little silly movies. So you know what? You're not lying, and there's something about selling yourself, even if it's not like the way you perceive yourself, to give yourself a higher description.
Mm-hmm.
The perception of others, like, let's say someone else is working on a project. Oh, who are actors we know? You've identified yourself as an actor and you consider yourself a serious actor, and that's how you identified yourself to these people. Therefore, that's how they're going to think of you.
Yeah.
Versus if you had said, oh, you know, like, I have a day job, but I'm blah, 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 blah. Totally different perspective of Sophia then.
Yeah.
But because they met you and they said you're a confidente, you're a bazouse, now you're a bazouse baddie in their head. Little devil.
I will say that I don't know. I really do feel like so at ease when I'm on a set. And honestly, like, when we're running a set together, like, I can really imagine us doing this. I think it's just a matter of finding people to fund our work.
Yeah.
And that part can seem scary, but I think if we just dive in full force, like, I really do think that we can be successful, Aaron.
I
Like,
agree.
I don't know. It feels so, when I am on a set, it feels so attainable to me. Like, it really feels like, oh, why haven't I been booking? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that like in a cocky way, but I'm saying that in like, there are people just like me on these sets.
Yeah.
There are people who've started out just like I have on these sets. I'm not on these sets with Nepo babies, like, not no tea, no shade, but like I'm
No,
not on these
fuck all
sets
of you.
with people who are like super connected in the industry.
Right.
I'm on these sets with people who've maybe done one or two things similar to me, or you know, they are working full time in production or cinematography or whatever. But
Right.
like, I don't know. It just it feels like even when I walk into an audition room now, like I might not feel that I nailed it. Like yesterday, for example, I had this self tape, and I know I bombed the self tape. Like I don't think I did a
Didn't.
really good job, but I did feel when I did it like, okay, I'm an actor, and I felt like a calmness and accepting like maybe I shouldn't do an eighth take because it's just not coming, and that's okay. This is what I have. This is what I'm going to show them. Now, I think I'm in a really calm space in my life right now because I tend to be in a calm space in February. But I don't know. Like I feel like it has to come soon, right? And there's still this wanting and desperation, not desperation that I have. I don't have desperation because I know that life is going to figure itself out. And the reason why I want these things so badly is because there's a reason. Like I do think, and this is like, you could look at it as religious, but you could look at it as spiritual or just like the universe, right? Like I think I'm going to use the word God, but you can use whatever term you relate to. I think that God puts our desires deeply in our hearts because that's what we are supposed to be doing.
Right. And then even on like on a self-effacing value, if you just want something, especially if it's aspirational or career-wise, if you tell yourself you're going to do something or you're going to accomplish something, like your mindset and perspective really has an effect on these little things that are tangible that you don't either realize are tangible, like the way you described yourself in a room, that people will remember how you described yourself, the way you perceive auditions, the way you perceive all of these things, the way that you will continue to try because you remember how it felt again to be on a set, versus people who kind of just cower or are afraid to put their wants and desires out there because they're afraid of failure.
And like I don't think like I worry so much about like, oh, I'm being too cocky. Like
No, you're not.
I think it is fine. Like I come on here, and even with other actors especially, I think it's really important to be honest. Like, you know, I could say to an actor like, it's been rough, I haven't been booking a lot, like because there's this shared language that you have and you both feel that way. Like I think that that's important. Like if someone is talking about how work has been shit in the industry lately and you're like, well, I'm an actor, I booked it, like that's not helpful. I think that that's stupid.
Yeah, of course.
But what
it's never to make anyone else feel bad about something.
No.
I mean,
and I don't think it's to like show off or anything.
No.
I think it's more so like, especially when you're talking to people who don't get it, like I think it's so important every day because you go to work, like you go to your day job and you're supposedly not a working actor when you're at your day job, right? Because you're literally doing this to sustain yourself and it's something completely different and you have to switch identities completely. And I think it's so important, like, to tell people that you meet on the street or like people at a party or people who are maybe not even necessarily related to acting, and like you get that look where it's like, oh, you're an actor, like you're really trying, like it's annoying and it's self-deprecating. But the point is that you're reminding yourself that you're an actor. Like I think it's so important to say what you want out loud. And like even, you know, I want to say like I one day want to own a house. I one day want to have a family, and I one day want to be bi-coastal maybe.
Right.
I want to be in plays. I want to be in movies. I want to have a production company. I want all of these things, and there is some part of me that maybe is delusional thinking that I can have all of those things at once. But like, why fucking not? Why not try?
I'm tired of these bastards who are so down on not being willing to state what they want out of their life. It's your life. You get one life. You get one go, and so many unfair things happen to so many people that I think it would be wrong not to live your life in a way that's really ambitious.
Yeah.
Why is it a problem to state your wants and needs? Like why it's really weird to me.
Yeah, and I think also if you think about it, like, it's usually the people who have less that I've noticed in my life
Yeah, who aspire for
who
the most.
aspire for the most. Like, honestly, in comparison to people who have more, they aspire for more than those people. And there are clear disadvantages in life where, like, life is not fair and it's not
No.
equal and it never will be, especially here in this country. And I think, though, that sometimes just accepting the position that we're in, it can be counterproductive because there's
Yeah.
nothing that you can do about that.
Right.
Like, for me personally. And look, when I look at it, like when I look at how much privilege I have and in where I come from and what has been gifted to me in life, like I have it so much better than most people.
Right.
And all of the like disadvantages or hardships or the fact that I can't book something even though I've been auditioning for 3 years, like I've started to look at it like, oh, but you get to audition. Like, but you get to pursue something that you love.
Right.
And you actually have a shot at doing it. And you
Yeah.
can wake up tomorrow and keep doing that.
And keep
Because
dreaming.
that, sometimes I think before this year happened, like I took tomorrow for granted. I did. I was like, yeah, you just wake up the next day and you have to keep being stuck in this cycle. And yeah, I do feel like I'm trapped in a cycle. I'm not going to lie. I think that the little breaks from the cycle are the reasons why we live. But I don't know. I feel like life is so close. Like the life that I want is so close. I just need to like snatch it. And I don't necessarily know how, but I think like leaving it up to God, leaving it up to whatever power outside of yourself, sometimes that puts people and myself at ease because I think I was just really racking my brain like, how do I get these opportunities? Like, how do I make this happen for myself? How do I do this? How do I do this? And at a certain point, like, maybe there's no way to do it. Maybe you just have to, like, give it up a little bit. And those were the signs that I kept getting. And I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I am a little sad because I'm on this set and then I go back to my day job and then you don't know what's going to come. You really don't. Like, it could be another year of me not booking and me staying in the same place, but it could be a year of us making things, or it could be a year of me booking for the first time in my life, or it could be a year that I get a job that changes my life,
Right.
I really don't know. But what I have noticed is last year, my main goal was to survive last year, get through last year, make sure that I was taking care of my family, and make sure that I got a job so that I could sustain myself financially. And I didn't get my dream last year. It was really hard, but with the things that were thrown at me, like, I did accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. And the fact that I was able to be there for my family fully. I quit my job when I needed to be. And then I was able to sustain myself financially with this job. And, I don't know. Like, that's accomplishment in itself. And I just need to take it. I need to realize that I asked for those things and they did come to fruition. So now I just need to, I have less things that are pressing right now in my life. So maybe I will be able to focus on really what I want.
I totally agree.
And now I've been talking for a while, so let me ask you, how have you felt quitting your job and how has that been?
I feel good, homie G.
Do you feel like you've been going after what you want more? It's only been like a week.
It's been, a little less than it's been like 5 days, 4 days, 4 or 5 days. When was my last day? Thursday was my first full day. So in terms of like full work days, it's been like 4 days, I suppose. And yeah, I feel good. I feel like I still feel like there's things that I want to initiate that are patent pending a little bit. Does that make sense?
Like what?
Well, I think like with my company, just like figuring that out to its completeness.
Like you want to offer other services?
Not even other services, but just like making sure like I have the pipeline and the infrastructure set for the growth potential that I think it has, so that we can just fund all the projects we want.
Wow. By ourselves.
Not necessarily by ourselves,
But like we have money to start.
but also if you go at it with saying like, hey, we have this project and we have $50,000 or we have $100,000, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that makes a
if you can
difference.
say that and you can say an actual number, and you don't have to say who it's from. You don't have to say it's from us. Say it's from this quote unquote company.
This tech company.
Then that gives it a little bit more of a thing. Like what I've been doing on my company, you guys. And if you're a little solopreneur, and I'm not the bearer of business, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But what I will say
You're smart.
is I have, quote unquote, when you're like in this process, what has been making people feel like more secure is the fact that I'm always looped into a thread of like 2 to 3 other people. So like I just have like a Google Workspace account, and I have like 2 to 3 other people that are CC'd on all times. Because if people have the impression that you're working on a bigger team or that you're talking to more people, like I would even do this with our production company, then they think it's more legitimate. I say, oh, I'll loop you in with X. I'll loop you into Y. They're all just talking to me. I am all of them combined.
Aaron's like, wait,
I am
can I
up-
say this on here?
Yeah, just don't say the company name.
I won't. Aaron's like, I think I'm gonna have to start going by my real name because like I'm showing my face to all these people. And I'm not gonna lie, like it is the most Aaron thing to be going like by multiple names with the same face.
Yeah, I've been going by fake names, you guys. Well, because I don't want to. First of all, if they find me on LinkedIn, I just don't want to leave a messy paper trail. Is what I'm trying to get at.
But whose face? You're gonna have to start AIing your face over those
AI has. Let me just say, no. Well, I can show my face. It's fine. Because what are they gonna do? Screenshot and then look me up via image?
You're gonna be famous from now on. Like, what happens
from now on?
What happens if your company blows up and they're like, this young kid, Aaron Klein?
I don't use my last name.
I thought that was Theodore. I thought that was Franklin.
Franklin has to make an appearance, man. Well, I'm thinking it'll be like a cast of companies. So, like, if anyone's in a meeting,
Are they all men?
You're looped in, Sophia.
But I'm a real woman. You have no fake women. Who are you having
Well,
an affair?
you know,
Are you having an affair
unfortunately,
with someone in your company?
No, but I should do that. I should leave an HR paper trail of maybe there will be scandals, sexual scandals.
You're gonna have a sex affair with someone? Who?
No, maybe
Who?
some people.
What's her name?
No, no one. But maybe.
What's her name?
Maybe. Hold on.
Tell me.
Because they're. It's Paige. I don't work there anymore. I don't.
A show.
I don't work there anymore, so. Oh.
Fuck.
Hello?
I
Hello?
just blew out the mic, you guys, with my knee. That just, things got a little frisky
Just
there.
disconnected.
I broke it? I'm sure it's fine. You can cut that part.
Okay, it's back. Guys, we brought the bike back to life. It's fine. No, we won't cut it. It's
I
fine.
really thought I broke it off.
But yeah, basically, and then also, well, to tie back to what you were saying about talking about yourself like you're this status, little catch me if you can sort of vibes.
Right.
Is if you say like on a phone call, like, and you just like quote a price, or if you talk about what you're talking about, if you quote like a premium price, or you're saying you're like a premium product, people take you more seriously than if you give yourself a little cheap little description. So if Sophia said, hello, I kind of act like I do like short films sometimes, or like little films with my boyfriend, but I have a day job, then people go, oh, okay. But if you say I'm an actress, I was in a feature film last year, I'm working on a feature this year, and I'm
not working on a feature this year.
You're going to. Later this year.
Am I going to?
Gosh, always the questions you. But then people, see, you can't question that.
Right.
Then people go, wow, Sophia, that's so interesting. Similarly, I got a call and a guy was like, hello, I need help. I said, what do you need? Jim. We're on the, I call him Jim now. And what I learned is you just say an outrageous price and people take you more seriously.
Yeah. It's true because it works on me when I'm shopping.
Yeah, you see something more expensive at the store and you go, what the hell is that? Like if I saw like a night, for example, I got with the 99-cent bag of chips. I went for the bag of chips. I bought it. I usually never do that nowadays. I have the worst tummy ache of my life. Versus, you see, for example, what was that $14.99 bag of chips
The
at the store?
Masa chips. I almost convinced Aaron to buy them. I know they're like really popular right now.
Really?
They're really popular.
Because they're so expensive. And people go, what the hell is that?
Yeah. So we got to do that though. Like what is something that we can, I mean, we have a company, but how would we, let's actually do this on live so that we
Okay.
can like talk about it so that
Sure.
the people who are this invested will know how we began.
Right.
If you were making our production company now, how would you do it?
Do what?
Like get funding for things.
Well, I think you would need. I feel like you just need to sell an impression of yourself and your product. So, I don't really know the route for narrative work. My assumption, though, is since it is specific to San Francisco, there are probably local city grants, and then B, you would probably have to aggregate like a really strong list of people who have a history of donating to the arts. I'm sure in San Francisco that must be a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the process would be for adding that. I'm not sure if like the IRS tracks certain like I think deductions are personal though, but there must be a list somewhere of people or nonprofits or not nonprofits, but of like organizations who or people even who like high net worth people who donate, and then like just going based on that, because basically all I'm doing right now, you guys, in order for my business, my quote unquote business, I'm just emailing people. Like it's not like this complicated thing. You just have to send out and like in terms of the people who buy versus how many emails I'm sending, it's like less than 1% of people. So you just gotta keep doing it, I think. Similarly with acting, similarly with life, you guys. You just gotta keep going.
We'll let you know if we make it. We'll let you know. You'll find out. Because then this podcast will blow up and you'll be the first like 500 people that watched it.
We should probably like give out like a little token. Not like a cryptocurrency,
I wonder
but like
though,
a physical
do
token.
you think we would make this more private? Like, do you think we do like a Patreon or something?
Probably for like our secret nasty stuff.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I think if I was famous, I wouldn't be this open.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you would either. That's okay.
I would do like guest interviews in public, but then like
Yeah.
our little convos, like a little side convos.
Keep it on the page.
Yeah.
But we discount it. The
Yeah.
page. Anyway, all to say, like, I just think that, look, I know, like, this side. What the hell? She was wheezing earlier today? She was coughing. She ate the fish. She was eating the fish, and she went.
Yeah, she doesn't like fish.
She did that for like 3 minutes. I said, "Are you okay?" I tried to pat her on the back. She didn't like that.
Ooh, she doesn't like it now. Anyway. FIFA for fun, bitches.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh my God, you're finishing off. Well, look, all I'm gonna say is the following. I know this like little venture, this little idea that I have in my little heady poo. It is like not creative work that I want to be doing, but look, I think that I just need to take chances this year, and that's what I'm trying to do.
I'm really proud of you because I've never seen you act like this.
Because like my company, my 9 to 5, again, not that those people are watching this. Very grateful for the opportunity. It was I learned a lot.
Sorry.
Which we might blur that because legally, I don't want to be pursued for that by them. So
If you just heard a beep, it's for legal actions. Please pay my.
But what I will follow up with is, I feel like we are on the precipice of a totally new world. Like I don't know what the world is going to look like in a few years. I have no earthly idea, girl.
But are you scared a little that art will be gone?
I'm not scared that art will be gone. I think slop might disappear, which I'm actually quite happy about. It'll either be so sloppy, like we won't be able to see,
Like the AI videos that I watch.
like the AI cat videos.
I
Like,
do watch these AI little animal videos. They're like,
they try to serve you
they're
food.
like, it's the middle of the night. Who's making you your midnight snack? And then it's just like these weird little noises, and then all of a sudden, like, there's like usually a turtle, an ape, a cat.
But the turtle usually gets arrested.
I was getting there. A raccoon, like a panda, a penguin. There's always a penguin, sometimes a panda. And they'll be like making this stuff, and then all of a sudden there's like a house arrest ankle bracelet on one of them. Or like they fall over and pass out. Like, it's just kind of violent. Like, there's like little violent things that happen in the background, but like it's just so unhinged that I can't stop watching it.
So I think the world can go in two directions. One is sloppy. We don't know what is what. I think we're already almost at that point. I think in a year or two, we won't be able to tell. With TikTok, especially with like the real stuff on your phone, I think you won't be able to tell what is real and what is AI. I think that's a goner, which means a few things need to happen, right? One, either we just go into full AI slop fest. We don't know what's real. We don't know what's not. Or two, these platforms need to like remove all the aspects of, they need to like completely reinvent what our perception of the algorithm is, where it's just friends, or it's just like, because the idea that you could form a connection, I mean, there are like billions of people on these platforms. It's not a connection, it's not a platform for a connection anymore. It needs to be either localized so that you're encouraged to interact with your community, because if you open it so wide, it's just going to be an AI shit porn fest. And I don't think that I just don't think that will be interesting for people over a certain amount of time. So that's a possibility. Or it's just done. Like maybe the TikTokification, the Instagram reelification was just like a phase for like 5-10 years. And humans destroyed it, because that's kind of what we do when we really enjoy something. We find a way to take it too far, and we destroy it. Like Blockbuster or something, like DVDs.
We took it too far.
Yeah, with Blockbuster.
We didn't take it too far.
With Blockbuster.
How do we take Blockbuster too far?
Well, I just feel like you had like mom and pop video stores, like neighborhood video stores.
I loved Blockbuster.
But then Blockbuster came along, and then they killed all the mom and pop video stores. All of the local video stores
I feel
went
like that's
to
just kind of coming
shite.
back now because it's like vintage.
Oh yeah,
maybe?
DVDs, physical media. I think that is on the way back. Not that people are really gonna actually do that, but it's cool to own DVDs now. I see that as I own a lot of DVDs now.
Yeah. I don't know. I was talking to people on set today too that were saying like this one girl who was my opposite, she was like talking about how she thinks that influencers and social media is just gonna like have its time and then be gone.
I think you're so fucked.
And
especially if you do slop. I think if you have your own audience and like you have your own personality, that's different. But if you're a slop fest or you're just following algorithmic trends, I think you are effed in the A.
But anyway, it really like, I don't know. It just really like, I hadn't heard an actor say that in a long time. And then I was like, oh, you definitely live in New York, not here. I don't know. It's just, I think
true.
LA's been dead for a little bit. And I think it's on the up though. I really do. LA is a beautiful city, and it has had a hard year. We have had a really hard year in LA. Not just because of the industry, because of fires, because our city is comprised mostly of immigrants, and our president is killing immigrants. So I think that it's just been a really hard year for the community of Los Angeles.
Yeah, and the entertainment industry has also taken a huge blow too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All of the above.
Everything has. Everything, like, even, like, since I work in the geotech space in LA, like, all of the government projects are slowed. Like, all of train is slowed. Like, so, and I think that it's every industry in Los Angeles right now. I don't think that things suffer in isolation. I think that they're all connected.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So it's been a hard year, but I really do hope that there's an up soon. And I don't know. I think people are tired of complacency and sitting at home and getting all of their news from social media, which is more accurate than the news right now, which is
Depends on what
scary.
you're seeing.
Which is scary. Well, you can't really trust. You can't really trust what you're seeing, I think.
Can't trust. Yeah. I agree.
Like, there's clearly a lot of fake news that's being put out, and it's not regulated. But, then I think about it, I'm like, but that has been going on for years. Like, it is particularly bad right now, right? But when I think about, like, okay, manipulation and brainwashing from the news, or certain, like, stereotypes about specific ethnicities or groups of people that have been portrayed by the media, like that's been in this country forever. You know what I mean? So like when I think about it like that, like it's not that I'm have more hope, but I do feel that it's not something that we don't know how to handle, right?
Yeah.
And it's not something that our communities don't know how to heal from.
Yeah. I mean, the way
So,
my dad put it was when he was growing up, they were sending kids younger than us to Vietnam. And they were being killed.
And like, that's not, I think maybe our generation hasn't experienced something that severe since maybe COVID.
I mean, I would say like the current Trump shit is pretty insane. I'm not saying in terms of death, like it's obviously not
I'm
on
saying
a different
that this
scale.
is the most insane thing that we've experienced as our generation.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Like what I'm saying is like when we were younger, I think a lot of conflict was outside of the United States.
We had such treats when we were younger. Are you kidding me? Obama or McCain or Mitt Romney. It was like, oh my God. Everyone's so handsome. What the hell? Why is everyone so cute?
Oh my God, you're crazy. I don't know about that. But anyway, I do think that we as a generation probably haven't experienced something like this much conflict within our own country.
Yeah.
And I think previous generations have.
That's true.
And they moved forward. It's not saying that there wasn't pain and damage and harm, but they found a way to protest. I don't think that we necessarily, not everyone has freedom in this country.
No.
And just because you do doesn't mean that everyone does.
And they do want to end the way our country operates.
Yes.
That is their goal.
But it is also like in a weird way, because for a really long time I felt very, I don't know, I felt a little embarrassed to be American for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like clinging to something outside of that. But for a weird way, since it's taken like such a dramatic downturn, I feel more pride in my country than I ever have before.
Mm-hmm.
I feel pride in the resilience that people have in this country and the fight for freedom that we have, even if it's not guaranteed. It's something that we all believe in.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that that's more unifying than dividing. I think that our country is more unified, I don't know, and they want us to think that we're divided.
I also think when there's something that when there's something that's going so bad as things are, you have to love it in order to change, in order to want there to be the change that you feel like needs to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
you have to love it more. You can't, you can't really like hate it passionately also unless you love it.
And it's like, I don't know. I know I'm like on my high horse about Benito's Super Bowl, but that moment when like they were, I mean, I was so emotional. I think as any Latin person in this country,
should we clip her screaming so loud that it tipped over a plant?
Yeah, I did scream. I love Benito. But anyway, I think like that image of him running like past the stage and everyone's following him with the flags, and he's like basically just announcing all of the countries that are part of America, the Americas, like we are one continent, you know what I mean? And so I think that moment felt very American to me. That whole Super Bowl performance felt really American to me.
Yeah.
And that was like super Latin. And I know that there's a lot of people that maybe won't get that, but that was also like a Latin American experience, And like
Right.
it's similarly with like an Asian American experience or a Black American experience, or these are still American experiences. And I think like for a really long time, like as someone who maybe identifies more as like, oh well, I'm Greek and Colombian even though I'm American first, right? Like because I identify so deeply with my cultures, even though like I barely speak the language and I'm second generation, like I kind of felt like, well, that's just America's not that. So that's
Right.
not really how I can identify, even
Right.
though I am American, very fully American. But I think like I thought, oh, if I'm proud to be American, like I can't be proud to be these other things. Like I can't. But I don't know, after seeing that performance and just like in general, I think the way that people are showing up for each other and for their cultures within America, like that is what America is. That's what America is about. And to be a proud American, you should be proud of every aspect of you that makes you unique and different and wonderful. And I just think like it's so limiting because I do look at like this idea of America that Trump has, and I look at it as so fake and false and shitty. And it's
total bullshit.
That's not what this country is. And
yeah,
I don't know, it's just like some freaking eugenics cleansing. I don't even know, but I think like people are tired of that being what America quote unquote stands for, because the people of this country are so much more profound than,
and they're not that. They're not all white people.
No.
So like
majority's not white people.
So I mean, for him to say that it should only
like
be a white thing.
The biggest lie that we've been told is that, I'm sorry, white people are the minority in the world.
And also it's like, yeah, you can't tell like half your country that they're lesser than.
And it's like
over and over again, and you're not welcome here.
No, and no one wins at that game. Like if we're gonna play the game of like, if you are frickin' white enough to be in this country, like Trump doesn't even like white people. White people aren't even white enough for Trump.
No.
Like there is just love does really win.
He only likes himself.
I don't know.
And his family.
The point is I just think that hate is just so tired and old, and people want to care about each other again. I think that people want to return to humanity.
Yeah, truth.
And as much as I think it's disgusting that pedophiles are running our country, they have been for years. The public is just finding out about it now.
Do you see that Bill and Hillary are going to testify?
They are?
Well, because they've been saying like that, because the freaking Trump idiots are like trying to spin this as like a Clinton thing again.
Yeah, they are.
They're like, well, it's like people should investigate Bill Clinton. They should investigate Bill Gates. And it's like Trump was mentioned 1,000,000 times.
They should all be put in jail. They should all be put in jail.
What the fuck? It was like he called the Bad Bunny thing like, oh, it was like really bad for kids to see people dancing like that. It's like, no, I think it's bad for kids to see their president is a pedophile who's been to a pedophile island. That seems pretty bad for kids.
I'm dead, bro. I remember when I used to do the cumbia for Multicultural Day. Mm-hmm. People would make fun of me because they would say that I was dancing inappropriately.
It's from insecurity. You think Trump can dance with those hips?
No.
He's too wide.
People who can't shake ass sexualize shaking ass, when I shake the most ass at my family parties.
There you go.
Hands down.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know what else to say on that note.
I don't know. This kind of turned into like a rant, but I think you guys all you get the gist, and we really appreciate you supporting us and being here. And this is a little community that we've created, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud that we stand for love on this channel. Yep. And that we're here. If you ever have any questions or just need to vent or just want to fall asleep listening to Little Guy and Big Girl, and we really appreciate and love you guys. And yeah, tune in for more. Tune in
I
for.
was gonna finish my thought on the Bill, then the Clinton.
Oh
thing.
yeah, say.
Well, to finish that off, so then all that was happening. So then they were like, okay, then we will testify, and I just feel like they have something up their sleeve.
Oh, you think they're gonna show like photo evidence or something?
Well, what if they took one for the team, right? Even if they lied, and if they were like, yeah, we did some shit, but we did it with Trump. I'm sure that's also true.
I don't think they're gonna take one for the team.
Well, what do you think they're gonna say? That nothing happened?
No, that Trump did something. Do you think that they would take one for the team?
I mean, obviously,
I
Bill.
don't.
Obviously, Bill was on the island. Everyone knows that. He was hanging with Epstein. That is a fact.
He's definitely guilty. I think guilty people don't take one for the team.
So if he's testifying,
You have a lot of hope in the Democrats.
no, I don't. I do.
You think
In what
you
fucking
think the Clintons
way?
are gonna take one for the team?
No, I'm saying what I'm hoping for, not what I think is gonna happen. But I think they have something up their sleeve. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. That's my prediction of up until that happens. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Replay this when that happens.
I can't even follow it too much. It makes me just so sickly disturbed.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
Anyway, no one is also talking about it, which is also crazy to me.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's never mentioned in the media. Celebrities never talk about it. Like, it's really creepy.
It's a little suspicious.
But FIFA for fun, bitches, and tune in for more next week. Hang loose from Hawaii.